I'm here with Brian Mollan, who is a wonderful example of someone who's taking the initiative to embrace sustainability in his life. In particular, Brian's interest is transport. How are you, Brian?
I'm very well, thanks.
Can you tell us a little bit about your interests in sustainable transport?
Yes, Susan, I guess it started about 5 years ago when they started talking about peak oil, petrol running out, etc., etc. And I thought rather than wait until that happens, I wanted to investigate ways of sustainable transport. This was reinforced when I saw An Inconvenient Truth of Al Gore's, and that shook me up, and I decided I had to take some action. I was aware of solar technology and solar PV energy. I hadn't come across any electric vehicle that was commercially available. I'm not clever enough to modify an electric vehicle from a petrol vehicle, as some people have done, and I admire them from that, but I'm not a technician. So I was scanning, I was looking around, and I happened to see an article in the West Australian that referred to this particular bike, and it appeared to me to be all electric and probably do what I wanted it to do.
And what has prompted you to even think about sustainability? You know, given you're an older person, you could say quite easily, like a lot of older people say, leave it up to the young ones to do. What sort of prompted you to take responsibility?
Well, I guess it was an inconvenient truth. I felt that some action had to be taken, and I wanted to explore a way of taking some action in transport, for one, because we all drive cars and we all pump out the CO2, we all guzzle fossil fuels, and I wanted to find commercially available technologies and put them together, like solar panels and like this electric vehicle, so that I could demonstrate that it was possible to travel without using any fossil fuel.
And tell us about this motorbike that you have found.
Yeah,
Can you give us an idea about how it works and
certainly.
more details?
It's technically a maxi scooter made by Victrix. It has no exhaust pipe, and I'll give anybody $50 that can find an exhaust pipe on it. It's totally electric. You charge it up, hop on it, and away you go. Silently, beautifully, no CO2 out the back, other than from the driver, I hasten to add, to be technically scientifically correct. Basically, when I took delivery of it, it had nickel metal hydride batteries on board, which effectively in Western Australia gave a range of between 30 and 50 kilometres. And to many people who are used to cars, they say that's appalling. But in fact, you can train yourself quite well to use it, because it's about 2 hours from flat battery to full is the charge time. Quite often I don't go to flat battery. Wherever I am, I just plug into the nearest power point. And in my mind, I'm taking back out of the grid the solar power that I put into it. And I've now done 44,000 kilometres, all of that powered by the sun.
Wow. So how does it make you feel?
Very happy for the planet, I suppose, is the thing. I'll talk to anybody about it, anywhere about it. I'm a bit of a bore because I'm such an enthusiast. There are about 9 other bikes like that in Perth that I know of, and 2 of those guys also have solar panels on their roofs, and others want them or are thinking about them. So I'm not alone, but it's a small and slowly growing movement of awareness.
How much do the bikes cost?
Okay, when they were new, they were about $14,000, and I said to myself at the time, why on earth would I spend that sort of money when I can buy a small compact car for less. But when I worked it out, I knew that I would be saving $200-300 a month on fossil fuel, and offsetting that against the cost, knowing that my energy was free from the sun, it worked out. It's the only vehicle that will pay for itself that I know of.
Fantastic. Well, what we might do is I'll just stop this in a moment and we'll go down to your bike.
Right.
And we'll show people what the actual bike looks like and sounds like. It's awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Susan.